Okay, so this is my little video for developed ideas and developing and refinement section. Now, this really isn't one page, and it very much is a section. We're looking for quite a few pages here, and there is no kind of a number I can give you. I can't say, okay, do 3. Certainly I'll do more than 3, and it all depends on your project, really. Essentially, the biggest bit of advice is the more development you do, the more detailed it is, the higher your grade is going to be. It's as simple as that. This is where you gain the most marks. It contains everything. It connects to your research, so AO1. You'll be experimenting with materials, so that's AO2. You're recording with drawing and annotation, and that's AO3. So it really is a big deal. Have more than 3 pages, ideally like 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever. And we'll have a look at one example here about what they've done. So they've introduced the page. They haven't bothered with the background. They've typed their annotation. Don't have to. This person has. But they've handwritten some labels around the designs. Notice how the designs ideas are a little bit more refined. There's a bit more detail in them, so they're more carefully drawn with rulers, etc. There's a bit more sort of tone involved on things, so there's a little bit more care that's gone into this, which I think is a real big factor and a big thing in developed designs, but developed ideas. Now, in addition, if I kind of skip through some of this, you can see how this particular idea is developing. So each design is, in this case, they've included this sort of triangle thing, but the idea is that we should see like a flow, some sort of like a flavour of the design flowing through as it's refined more and more. And what's nice here as well is we can start to see the design coming together, and then now we're experimenting. So this is where we're getting AO2 marks. So we're trying out different ideas, and if you can't stick the real thing in, stick a photograph in. So that's a really good thing, and the idea is continuing to be developed and refined by trying out stuff. So in this case with wood and stains, here copper and aluminium, and again detailed annotations about what it is they've done, and how they feel about it and what they might change. And the more experiments you can do, the better. So they've done some hand cut wood, some hand cut metal, they're doing some laser cut acrylic. Tried out another little design which they really like, tried out new techniques, and obviously your teacher can support you through all these different ideas. And the other important point to make is and you can make your design, and this is where it comes to AO4, your design more powerful or more meaningful. So it's not just aesthetically beautiful, perhaps kind of might speak out of a current event or a topic. Perhaps in this case, the individuals talked about kind of mental health and about empowering people. So he chose the triangle because the triangle is a symbol of strength, but he wanted to perhaps include some laser cut engraving into the design somehow, and he found a designer that includes that does some interesting kind of powerful quotes. So and then did a bit of research into him. So it's really talking about now the design is sort of really refining. He's kind of improving it more and more. And the pages go on. He's trying out more experiments here with enameling. He's demonstrating his understanding of 2D design and the laser machine. So you can see he's getting huge marks now for his AO2 experimenting and AO3 recording, which is fantastic. And then we get to the final design. There'll be another video about that in a minute. So hopefully you understand that the development and refinement sections is not one page, it's a whole section. And it's all about showing how your idea is developing. You can't go with the first one. Okay, you've got to develop it. You've got to try it out in different techniques, different colorways, different shapes. What happens if I change this? What happens if I change that? And record it all. Photography, stick the real thing in, annotate it using DoD, and let the pages flow for a good half a dozen or even a dozen pages to maximize your marks. Okay, so that was a longer video. Rewind it, pause it, look at things again as you need to, tick things off. Hopefully this has been helpful. So that's my top tip, guys, to the development and refinement section.